Hello, welcome to Introduction to Databases and SQL. In this session, we are going to discuss about aggregate functions in SQL. Also, we are going to discuss about aliases, subqueries, etc. Let's begin. So as part of the select query, we will write the where class. And we have seen different kinds of operators which will be used in the where class. Now, in the same fashion, while writing the select query, we can actually make use of aggregate functions as well. The aggregate functions by the name will aggregate things from a table. So you have some numeric data. You can actually find the sum of it. You can do the average of it. And you can find the number of rows in particular table. And you can actually find the minimum value or the maximum value. So these are the 5 aggregate functions which are there in almost all database management systems, whether it is MySQL or Oracle or whatever it is. And even SQL, structured query language as a standard, defines these aggregate functions. And these are available in, these are supported in the RDBMSs like MySQL, Oracle, etc. Okay, so let's understand this. So after that, we will understand what is called aliasing. So aliasing is alias means giving a different name, right? So you have a field name and you can actually have another name given to that. And whenever you retrieve results, and those results also you can actually give a new name. So that aliasing concept is important in understanding the results. So we will understand that, as well as there is a concept called subqueries, but the subqueries I will actually deal in a very minimal way. But later when we understand the joins, there we can actually have the better subqueries written. But here I will tell you how in a select I can write another select. Okay, so this is actually the agenda, and let's now understand about these aggregate functions like count, average, sum, min, and max directly by applying on the database. So let's open our DB. So this is our database. So let me clear it. System CLS will clear this, and let me select the database instance actually. So I have 10 rows, and if you observe, the employee ID seems to be unique and the names are also unique, but cities and many people are from different cities actually. Like for Hyderabad there are some 3 employees. For Mumbai there are 2 employees, New Delhi 2 employees, like that, and these employees having some pay band actually. So here we can see the pay band of Mr. Ramesh is null. So let me make it actually some value. So let's make update employee set pay equal to some value. Let's say some 62,000, where employee equal to 150. So now if you actually select, then you will have the pay band set up. Okay, so now I have the pay actually as a number. Now I can actually make use of the sum, I can make use of the average, I can find the min, and I can find the maximum. Even here for the employee ID, I can find what is the minimum min employee ID and what is the maximum employee ID also. So straight away I can make use of using these aggregate functions. So let me find out the minimum employee ID and minimum pay. So now I will write a single query for that. Select min of, I would like to have employee ID, comma, and min of the pay. I'm getting all the minimum things actually from this particular employee. So now you can see the min employee ID is 100 and minimum pay was 56,000. In the same fashion, I can actually ask for min employee ID and max employee ID as well. Max employee ID, comma, and min pay as well as max pay. So these are the things which I'm having numbers, so I can actually use my aggregate functions like average, sum, min, max on the numbers. Right now you can actually see min is 100, maximum employed is 211, min pay is 56,000 and max pay is 86,000 actually. Right? So this is how we can actually use this min max. Okay, so now I would like to know how many records I have in my table. How many records I have. Okay, so now select star from employee. Of course, it is giving me 10 records are there. Right? So if I have many records, I can actually say limit to 5, then I will see only top 5. Right? So limit to 7, I will be seeing the top 7. So if I have so many records, right? So I just want to find out how many records I have. So then I will use this count actually. Select count star from EMP. Now I will have the value 10 coming up actually. So that means I will have 10 records in this particular table, right? So it will be printed like count star, right? Now what I can do is I can alias it actually. So that count star, whatever I am writing. So let me actually go here, select count star. So whatever the count star, which is actually getting printed over here, right? I can alias, select count star as, I'm giving it different name actually. So that's nothing but number of records, right? Number of records in this particular table from employee. Now you can see count star as number of records. It got aliased as number of records. So it is more readable, right? More understandable. So the number of records are 10 actually. Okay, so now let me actually write a query to find out the number of cities. So select count of city from employee. So how many cities you have? 10 cities. Count of cities, that is 10. Count of star means everything. So count of city, 10 cities are there, right? But in fact, if you see the table, employee table, now you have, of course, 10 records, but how many cities you have? New Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Hyderabad. That's it. Right? New Delhi is there, Mumbai is there, Bangalore, Hyderabad. But it is telling me 10 cities are there. 10 cities is nothing but that count it is telling. But I want the cities exactly. So how do I find actually? So I can actually make use of distinct actually. Select count of distinct. I can write distinct over here. Distinct city. Select count of distinct city from employee. Now I will be getting 4 actually. So I have only 4 cities, right? Okay, so 10 records are there, but there are only 4. So 4 distinct means unique, right? So 4 cities only are there actually, right? In the same fashion, so if I say distinct pay, so even though pay records are 10, distinct pay, so something or actually 56,000 is repeated, right? So now we can actually see there are 7 out of 10 records. So your 78 is repeated and 56 is repeated, right? So that's why you will have the distinct pay is actually 7, right? If you are not saying distinct, it is going to give you 10 actually. Okay, that's how you can actually make use of the count. Okay, so count means by default it will give the number of records of whatever the field that you are asking. If you want specifically something, then you can go for distinct actually. Okay, so now let me actually make use of this sum and average, right? So now I can actually find out the total pay for all the employees actually. So how do I do? Select sum of pay as total pay. Okay, so I'm aliasing actually. Sum of pay as total pay from EMP. Now you can actually see the total of all the pay is actually going to be this one. Okay, so now I would like to make average pay. I would like to make average pay as the average pay. So it will take the average of all these 10 records actually. So now you can see the average pay is 71,700. So the minimum pay is 56,000, maximum is some 86. The average is actually 70,000. So now I can actually get all of these things actually. So select min of pay. Okay, so minimum pay, average pay as average pay, and max pay from employee. Now you can see minimum is 56,000, average is 71,000, and max is 86,000 actually, right? So this is how you can actually make use of the max. So this is this way we actually used almost all, right? Count we have used, average we have used, sum we have used, min and max. So wherever you have the numbers, then you can actually make use of all these aggregate functions, right? So employee IDs also I can actually make an aggregate. So what is a min, max, and what is the sum, what is the average, what's the count. Okay, so all these things can be used straight away. And of course, whenever you are using aggregate functions, you can always use aliases. You can always use aliases, just like how I have used actually. So select count of distinct pay, as I can say distinct pay as, okay, so unique pay. Yeah, now you can see the alias as unique pay, distinct pay. I am saying unique pay. So there are 7 unique pays. In the same fashion, whenever I have written for cities, actually, whenever I have written cities for, so I can actually say as I am aliasing as a unique city. How many unique cities are there? So there are 4 cities actually, right? So these aggregate functions are later or most useful when I write actually my group by query. When I write my group by query, this will be useful. And when I'm writing group by, I can also have having group by having certain value, that also I can do. So that time these aggregate functions will be of more useful. Okay, so somehow already we have come across order by, etc. We have used order by. Now, for example, select star from employee, order by pay. So by default, it will be in descending order. Sorry, ascending order. Order by pay means by default it is ascending order. So pay 56,000, so maximum 86,000 actually. Okay, so in the if at all I want descending order, I can say DESC. Now I will get the pay in descending order. In the same fashion, select star from employee, order by. I want to say EMP ID, EMP ID. So then I will actually get the ascending order of the employee IDs 100, 101, 109, 11, and maximum is 211 actually. The same is the case. So you want to say DESC, then it will be from the descending order. Okay, the same thing also will work for your cities also. Select star from employee, order by city. So alphabetical order it will come. So Bangalore comes first, then Hyderabad, then Mumbai, and then New Delhi. Okay, so order by name. Okay, employee name, right? So order by employee name, descending, DESC. So now I will have Vikas first and Anil at the last actually. Of course, this we have already seen, right? So now let's understand about the subquery. Okay, so what is the need of the subquery? So for example, I want to find here I want to find the need for the subquery actually. I want to find the people who are from um, Mumbai. Okay, all the employees from the Mumbai. So I will do like this: select star from employee where city equal to Mumbai. Okay, so I got these 2 people actually. So now I want to find out from the Mumbai and Hyderabad. So what I do actually, where city in, select star from employee, where city in, I can write like this, right? Mumbai and Hyderabad. So I can write Mumbai, comma, Hyderabad. Okay. So now I can actually have Mumbai and Hyderabad coming up. Okay. So what we can also do is, we can actually, instead of giving this Mumbai and Hyderabad, I can actually write a query here to get these values. Okay. So for example, I want to select all the employees, uh, whose employee name. I want to select star from employee, where employee name, like some employee name, like so any value actually, S. So employee name which is having S in it. So now I have Sita, Sam, Vikas, Vas, and Ramesh, who are the employees and whose name actually has yes. Okay. So these all in a single query we could able to get it. Now we can actually find by writing a query in other query also. Okay. So something like this. So let me actually make up one scenario. So select star from employee. Now I want to find the city, or I want to find the city, okay, with maximum pay. Okay. So now how do I do? Select star from employee, or not select star, actually select city from employee. Okay, with maximum pay actually, right? Select city from employee where pay equal to maximum pay. I want maximum pay, right? Pay equal to. So now actually what I can do is, where pay equal to, select max pay from employee. So the select max pay from employee will give me the maximum pay. Okay. And I am actually getting the city from employee where pay equal to this maximum pay. So which city has maximum pay here? Mumbai. So I should actually get Mumbai here, right? Now let's say city is Mumbai, right? Otherwise, without a subquery, you cannot actually get it. Select city from employee where pay equal to the maximum pay. So the maximum paid city actually. How do you get? So unless you write a subquery. So select city from employee where pay. Now in order to get the max or min actually, you need to write another query. So select this max pay from employee. Okay, select max pay from employee. This is one thing, right? Mumbai. Okay. So now select not just city, the employee ID, employee name, and city from employee. Okay, where pay, where pay. Okay, so let me write this one. Select, I want employee name select star from EMP. Now I want to get employee ID, employee name, city. So let me now take employee name, employee ID, whatever the order that may be, and city from employee where pay equal to select max pay from employee where city equal to Hyderabad. What I'm going to get now? So I am getting the max pay from the employee table where city equal to Hyderabad, and with that pay value, who are all the employees, employee IDs or cities are there, that is actually going to get printed actually. So I don't have anybody with this. Sorry, Hyderabad spelling has gone actually. That's why the result has come like this. So now actually I have Ram and Anil actually. So what is the Ram salary? 78,000, and Anil salary is also 78,000. So these are the people who are actually getting max pay from the Hyderabad. So in this way, in a query, we can actually write other queries. So for this, we need to have understanding of the database instance, and based on that, we have to make a query actually, right? Then only we can write a proper query. And of course, this kind of thing we can actually use subqueries. We can actually do with in operator also. So we can actually make use of in operator also. Let me actually tell you one example of the in operator, which I have written here. Okay, let me go back. Okay, so otherwise let me write now. So select star from EMP. Yeah, so just I'm going to write one subquery using in operator. So what we do is select star from employee where what we do is employee name in. So now I'm going to give some result actually. Select star from employee where employee name in. So I'm writing like this. Select select employee name Okay, so I have to give here some multiple values actually. Select star from employee where city in. So here I will get select. I will select the cities actually. So because in requires some multiple values. So select city from employee where. So I can actually use any condition where city like so for example city that has a inside actually. So now I can say percentage a. Yeah, so any city that has the value a. Now you can actually see select star from employee where city in. Select city from employee where city like a. So it's not ending with any a actually. So now what I do is it has a value a. So now I will have so many results. So earlier I am ending with a. Ending with a, there is no city. Ending with the D is there. Ending with I is there. So I am saying now city like a percentage. So it has a value a inside. So now you can see Mumbai has a, Bangalore has a, Hyderabad, except Delhi, New Delhi, everything is there actually. So now you can write, see, by using in operator, I am writing a subquery, right? So city in, so I am selecting the cities by writing another query. So this is called subquery, right? So in order to make use of proper subqueries, you should have proper understanding of the data instance. Then only we can actually make it properly. Okay, so this is about using aggregate functions, aliases, and subqueries when working with the select query. Okay, so hope you have understood. And the next session, we will discuss about the group by and having. Thank you.